today, this was announced by Nintendo at Nintendo DE, which is Nintendo's official German language Twitter channel. It was announced that tomorrow at 3 p.m. or they said 1500, and that's local time. So you can translate that time to. Well, actually, you know what? If I bring up Discord, somebody posted the times earlier. Let me find those. So that would be 1500 CET or 3 p.m. CET, 9 a.m. EST, and 6 a.m. PST. So figure out whatever time zone that means for you. But there is a, I don't want to call it a direct because Nintendo did not call it a direct. They called it an Indie Highlights. And in the past, they've called it Nindies, and I don't know if they're moving away from the Nindies name and they're calling it Indie Highlights for some reason, because if they had called it Nindy, I think that, I don't know why they would suddenly change. Unless it's because all of the people who talk about this stuff, like, they cringe when they say Nindies, myself included. I never liked that as a name. But Indie Highlights, these are usually pretty exciting videos. We see a lot of different styles of game. There's going to be tons of games in this, I'm sure. And we're going to see all kinds of stuff from indie developers. And if I had to say one thing about the Nintendo Switch, well, okay, if I had to say 5 things about the Nintendo Switch, one of those things would be that it is an amazing system for independent games development. Like, there's so many fantastic independent games that have come out on the Nintendo Switch in the past couple of years. I cannot possibly keep up with it. I have 2 that were sent to me last night. I haven't had a chance to play them yet. I will play them and get videos up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/runjumpstomp, as soon as I can, just so that you guys can check out those games. I've just been too busy, and I got these late last night. But I'm excited to see what is happening. This is tomorrow, so this is trying to think of what day today is right now. Today is Tuesday, so that would be Wednesday the 23rd is when this is happening. Translate those times to whatever region you live in. I'm really, really hoping that we see something from Shovel Knight. Like, Shovel Knight, King of Cards has been, like, they announced that so long ago, and they've got the cool amiibo pack that has the King Knight, the Plague Knight, and the other guy whose name I can't remember, Spectre Knight. They've got those cool amiibo, which is awesome. But I really want to see more from that game. I think that tomorrow we will get an official release date for Wargroove. And if you don't know what Wargroove is, it is basically an independent developers, or Chucklefish. Chucklefish's answer to the fact that Nintendo has abandoned Advance Wars. If you've never played Advance Wars, it's this really cool top-down, turn-based tactical game. And what's the name of the game again? My brain just went blank. Oh my gosh. See, you talk in front of a microphone for long enough and you're going to forget something, and then you'll have to vamp while you try and think of what it is. And it's not working. I can't remember the name of the game that I was just talking about. Wargroove. I got it. Okay, there we go. Vamping for the win. So Wargroove is going to, I anticipate that we will get a release date tomorrow, and what I think would be very cool, because this game is hyped to hell and back. Like, people are really excited for Wargroove. I think it would be fantastic if at the very end of the direct they said, see, I just did it. It's not a direct, Bill. At the end of the Indie Highlights, and I can tell you, Indie Highlights, it says right there. At the end of the Indie Highlights, they said, and you can go download Wargroove right now. That would be very, very exciting. I can't wait to play that game. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for Shovel Knight, and I'm also excited for the probably dozens of other games that they're going to show off for the Nintendo Switch that I've probably never heard of. Um, there have been some real gems in the previous indie highlights videos, and with the eShop getting as crowded as it is, it's really hard to find stuff. Like, I don't go to the eShop to find stuff. I think that this is a good place where they can say, look, this is the stuff that you should check out so that we can, because there's, as crowded as the eShop is getting, it's getting kind of hard to find or differentiate between the gems and the stinkers. And this is something that can help us, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be at work when it happens, which is unfortunate, but guaranteed, this is one of the reasons I do 3 shows a week, is so that when Nintendo drops something on a Wednesday and I talked about stuff on a Tuesday, I can talk about it on Thursday.